All right, what is up everybody? Today's video is all about our huge app update. We have updated iOS and Android app, and we are gonna do a deep dive on some of our favorite features and also talk about when and where to use these features. This update is all about those fine details. Let's go. So like I said, we have a ton of new really cool features, but the one I'm most psyched on is focus peaking. If you want to see a cool like cinematic video, then you can go click on the one that Caleb made. It's super cool, shows you all those amazing details that you can get when using focus peaking and our other features. But this video is gonna be a deep dive how to. Let's do it. All right, so if you are unfamiliar with focus peaking, it is a super important tool found in a lot of cinema cameras. So this is an awesome feature that we are excited to have in the Moment app, because essentially what it does is it makes sure that your focus is tack sharp. This is all about the details and making sure that what you want in focus is properly in focus. So what it's gonna look like is a bunch of colored dots. In our case, they are green, and it's gonna highlight the high contrasty parts of the image and let you know that that's what's in focus. And the best thing about it is it's really easy to see. So on your phone, if you're like tapping to focus, really hard to tell if it's in focus or not. If it's bright outside, it's hard to see your screen. So this is just a sure way, a sure bet to make sure that your shot looks amazing. All right, so let's dive into this feature a little more. It's super easy to use and find in our app. So you can be in either photo mode or video mode. There's this slider. You'll go all the way to where it says Auto F, which obviously stands for autofocus. And in there, you'll have a slider, and then you'll be able to slide back and forth. So if you see there, I'm highlighted on the bike. As I go, slide down, it's past the bike, and so on. So you basically can slide back and forth, and you know when you're in focus or not. To activate this feature, you're gonna go into your settings. Right here under focus and exposure, there's focus peaking. You'll just wanna make sure it's highlighted right there. Go back to your app. Super cool. Okay, after this car, I'll go. Okay, so we're just biking around. Right now I'm gonna shoot a rack focus of these flowers. If I were to like tap back and forth, one, it probably wouldn't focus, and two, it wouldn't be like the smooth transition. So when I'm rack focusing, I get this kind of smooth transition. I can control the tempo at which it racks, so I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, I should probably introduce, this is Miguel. He worked at 368, now he works at Super 73.
Yep.
Community manager.
Yep.
Super cool guy. Yeah, he's like a model. He's like camera assistant. He's a tour guide. He's bike loaner.
Crazy that I'm a tour guide because I'm brand new out here in
California. He just moved to Southern California, so welcome.
Dude, thanks.
Very different than New York, to
Super
say the least.
Super different.
Okay, you want to be my model?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Nice, those are sick. Okay, so in a lot of these examples, tap to focus just wouldn't work. Tap to focus is like if you're trying to get bike spokes or something very specific in a photo, tap to focus will not work. And that's why focus peaking is so nice, because again, just guarantees that it's in focus. You can get those tiny details. If I had to eyeball this right now, it'd be super hard. Eyeballing this would be very difficult because it's like hard to see the screen, it's bright, but with focus peaking, it's so easy. I know exactly what's in focus. All right, definitely feels cooler than it looks. All right, another great time to use manual focus in focus peaking is when you're shooting slow-mo. So a lot of times when I shoot super slow-mo, it'll kind of hunt for the image. It doesn't really know where to focus. So right now, I'm just gonna communicate with Miguel where I want him to power slide, and then I'm gonna focus right there so it's tack sharp and I get that nice super slow-mo. All right, yeah, you can go like right here. Oh, that was sick. You guys still watching the video? You good? Good. If you're asking yourself, Niles, why are you wearing glasses? The reason is because people with glasses, they look smarter. So I figured if I wore glasses, then you guys would be more likely to believe me when I say how much this app rocks and go download it. So we have talked a bunch about focus peaking for iOS and Android, but we have a bunch of other features that we want to get through. So real quick, I'm gonna give you a preview of what those features are. Let's do it. The next feature I'm super stoked on for both iOS and Android is zebra striping. So with zebra striping, you can really tell if you're overexposed or underexposed. The way we do this is we basically have these lines, these zebra stripe lines. The red stripes mean you are losing data in your highlights. So if you have an image and there's tons of red stripes, then you're gonna wanna decrease your exposure. The sweet spot for me is to have a few of those red stripes in the sky or in some skin, but not completely negate them, because as you go too dark, then you're gonna get blue stripes, and blue stripes are basically when you're losing data in your shadows. On phones, on most cameras, you are gonna have a few of those in your image, but the less you have, the better. If you have none, then you are exposed perfectly. Next, for Android specifically, we now have RGB histogram, which is super cool. It helps you line up those reds, greens, and blues, and it's another way to check exposure and make sure that your image is looking amazing. The next feature is for photo mode on Android. You can now capture a RAW image and a JPEG image at the same time. This helps speed up preview a lot and also allows you to be able to select which file format you want to edit with for post. All right, other than all that, we just have a ton of bug fixes in both iOS and Android. We love this app, we love making it for you guys, and we have tons of features just lined out in this calendar year to roll out for you. So hopefully you're enjoying shooting in the app. If so, leave us a review, let us know how much you like it, and if you have any issues or things that you want fixed, as always, hello@shopmoment.com. We can't wait to hear your feedback and just make this app better. All right, I think for the outro, I'm gonna cut back to a shot from earlier today.
That's funny.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. That about wraps it up. Hopefully you enjoyed those awesome features as well as these bikes. I'm laying in the road, so I'm gonna get up, but we'll see you in the next one. Peace.